all tiles, all loving up, all my buy. We're going, we're all flight, what now? 5 net buy. That's 25, down net buy 25, all on the climb at 25, up and down. I'm quite 25, number is 10.
And welcome to another edition of What's at Scammells this week. Coming up on Monday again, another big lot. Don't forget this week, again, the second week of dual auctions. The furniture starts at 9, the smalls start at 10. Furniture lot 1, smalls 1,001. Let's get over to it, Adrian. As you can see, there is a huge amount here. The guys are still working really hard to get everything lined up and ready for inspection on Saturday morning. But let's have a whip over this way. First thing we can find, actually, this one's quite nice. 4 chairs. Lovely backs on these, easily to re-upholster. These are Regency style, but a nice set of 4, including one of them is a carver. So if you've got a nice little table around about this size, or a circular table a little bit bigger, then these will fit around them nicely. Beautiful shape as well. Console table, nice little oval table there, I'll whip in front of the camera. That's quite a nice one. Beautiful polish on top, lovely patina. You're not allowed to sand this off either. This is a nice bit of aging on this as well. Lovely colour, a little bit faded, but nice piece. Over here, you'll see in the background there, setting up for our specialty sale, which is a Sunday sale on the 11th of March. That'll be previewed in a couple of weeks' time. Back on with the show on Monday. Always good for the wine collection. These are actually quite nice too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little side tables there, Chinese or Chinese carve or Chinese style. These are very decorative. Some of these come in black with gilt. These ones are a nice sort of reddy colour, a natural timber colour. These are really, really nice in the corner of a room. Bookcases again. Actually, this is quite nice too, Adrian. I'll just move this one out the way. Pine, nice Baltic pine. This actually goes underneath just to lift it up a little bit. The interior is fitted as well, but what I want to show you is the size of the actual lock on this. This is an absolute nugget of a lock, this one here. Big 2 twin pins, but a key that size as well. And that is a fantastic early piece of Baltic pine. European, did come in as part of our container. And not everyone's cup of tea, obviously, because it's pine, but lovely big piece, this one. Over this way, more French. This one's a little bit nicer in style, 3 drawers. Marble top as well, real marble, pink marble as well. Wardrobes, we'll go past the wardrobes. Big teak table still here. Bookcases, as we just passed, we work our way down here. Lovely little chest of drawers, this one, Adrian. I'll just move this one over a little bit. Painted, great for a kid's room. It's all pine, lovely construction as well. Lovely paint, you can paint any colour you like, leave it green. Probably wouldn't bother stripping it back, but it's a nice pine. It's got a ply base. Not expensive though, you're talking probably $60, $70 maybe at the most, as he gets the drawer back in. Again, carved table, similar shape as the other one that we had a look at. Lovely florets there, a newer one, but again a nice console table. Lots of dining tables, no excuse not to have the family round after you shopped at Scammells. There are dining tables and chairs everywhere this week. As we move through, just watch your step as we come through. Teak table. Now this is a classic one to have a look at. I'll show you the top in a moment. If you can focus on this one here, Adrian, T.H. Brown. THB there, that is Thomas, actually I've forgotten what it is, TH Brown. I'll look it up for you after. This is why we do this live. Lovely teak coffee table, needs to be repolished and refinished there, but that's just the classic style of TH Brown. Coming over this way, copper pots, lots of lighting as well. Oh, the gong, bang the gong, we are on. Oh, sounds beautiful, this one. Bring the troops in for dinner. This one here, again, nice display cabinet. Unfortunately, a little bit of damage up the top. It looks like a rat's gnawed at it, but lovely LED light panels in this. That's actually quite easy. You need to polish it over or get someone to route a new area for that one. But that'll be probably, maybe $150, $200 for that. But lovely LED light in this one. Mirror up the top. Watch your step as we come through. We're going to keep going around this way. This week, we've got a great collection of retro. So I'm going to move forward to the retro area. Actually, I'll tell you what, the first chairs we started off, this is what happens occasionally, all be sorted out on Friday, but make that 4 chairs are now 6 chairs, even better. So there's your second carver as well. Actually, before we go on to the retro section, nice big refectory style table. Now what we've done with the chairs, we've split them up so you've got your pair of smoker's bows. Now these are traditional English smoker's bows, probably yew. lovely ones again. There are a pair of those. Then you've got 6 of the cottage chairs, very, very similar, lovely used seats, beautifully polished as well. Refractory table, 1960s, 1970s, but it's an earlier design. Lovely big refractory table. You can actually buy the whole lot. Won't be cheap, but it'll look fantastic in a big one. Dinner service, oh, look at that one, dinner service as well, lovely one there. Can be used for Easter, bit of an Easter theme on this one, bows and the like. Lovely, unusual design. Over this way, pan to the big retro section. See you later. There we are, lovely one now, big retro section. The deer won't be in this one, but there are some lovely pieces of teak, stage lighting. Over the back, we have your own syrup dispenser. Remember the early days of going down to get a milkshake or a thick shake? The Spirit Dispenser. These are actually sell, amazingly well. The old Sun Lounge. This one is in amazing condition. This one, lovely recycled plastic, black and white as well. Bongo drum in the background. They're actually a pair of these, his and hers set. Whatever you do, don't get Peter onto film. He doesn't like film. He gets very embarrassed. There he is. Off he goes. Unusual Sun Lounge, this one here, all acrylic, again quite an unusual one, beautifully painted red one. See you Pete, see you tomorrow. Miniature chair as well, great for the kids, very collectible. Anything in miniature or small like this does sell very well. They even complete with a couple of little buttons on the back there. Well, ever since we had the first lot of the Featherston Dunlop number 4s, we've got more and more in. So here's a his and her set again. It does need to be re-upholstered, but again, the lovely Dunlop number 4 or numero 4. Again, scan over to the back. Unusual on this one, Barber's pole light that is now a Coca-Cola light. You do need to have an electrician look at wiring it up again, but this is in amazing condition. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the original stripe. Someone's put in a Coca-Cola. You leave it like that, it really doesn't matter. Fabulous JVC Navico astronaut helmet TV, black and white, lovely orange. Good early print of a poster for a movie, the Captain's Table. Never watched this one, a little bit before my time. Again, into the orange. Unusual piece of photography, great to turn it into a lamp. The typical Planet lamp, this one here, quite a nice one now, Planet Studio lamp. More teak sideboards, lovely little teak and metal room dividers, and the chairs at the back there. So a fabulous lot of furniture in this week. What we're going to do now, we'll hand over to Adrian in the Smalls and he'll run you through what's in the Smalls area this week. Thank you.
Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, in the Smalls area this week, we're still unpacking boxes, absolutely frantic at the moment. Look, tomorrow morning we'll still be unpacking plenty of boxes, all sorts of fantastic things this week. Look, we'll start in this cabinet here. We have the Art Nouveau little canisters here, quite a rare sort of setting. You don't see these too often. Look, lovely craze sort of finish to them. They are a little bit damaged, but quite a rare sort of setting. You rarely see them come up for sale. Again, the Celadon glazed budgerigar. Every home needs one of those. This week we have a little, this is quite a cutie, little Bay Ruth, Royal Bay Ruth, blue and white, little children decorated vase. That's quite a cute little piece. That'll be going under the hammer this week. Again, the Oriental sort of porcelains. We get all sorts of Oriental every week. We have the Beswick bird. We have Royal Worcester collection of birds. So those of you into the birds, look, we have plenty of birds this week, that's for sure. Now, look, with Lalique these days, it is exceptionally expensive. So look, instead of buying a piece of Lalique, how about buying one of these? That's a little Desna glass, quite a nice little piece. And just, a fraction of the cost of a real piece of Lalique, and looks very similar. So if you like that sort of thing, definitely a deco shape and a nice piece. Milton Moon, a couple of Milton Moon bowls this week. Here we go, nice decoration as per Milton does. Signed to the base with the M for Milton Moon, so quite a nice pair of studio pottery bowls. We do have a big studio collection coming up shortly as well. So around, a couple of hundred pieces of studio pottery, fantastic selection. Now in the top here, the cottage ware, that's usually fairly popular, usually sells quite well. That's a 3-piece little setting, the jug, the sugar bowl and the teapot. And that looks like a Westminster pottery. So just quite a nice little service again. Again, another, here we go, the Clarice Cliff reproduction plates, limited edition. Again, a nice little piece. We do get that in quite often. Wembley ware, for those of you who are Australian ceramic collectors, that's quite a nice little piece. Is signed to the base, and that's a Wembley ware Cockatoo, just quite a nice little vase, and a wall vase as well. We'll move to the next cabinet there, Jason. Let's have a look in here. We've got all sorts in here. Got the Shorter and Sons fish serving platters. That's what every beach house needs. There we go. Fantastic range of glasswares. Some big lots in there as well. There is some damage to some of the items, but some nice pieces. The art glass. Look, we have art glass little scent bottles. These make great little presents for birthdays, Christmas. I'll give them to somebody for Easter as well, you never know. Look, so all sorts of everything in here. We have the babushka dolls. Now, these are quite cute, all hand-painted. Nice little section there. Quite a good little lot. We have some clocks, some quite unusual clocks, ranging from the Ansonia cottage clock. This one here is quite kooky. That one actually chimes on the large bell there, through to the deco as well. So all sorts in here. Now, those of you who frequented motels over in the US back in the day, this is an old coin-operated radio that used to be in a motel. So you put your money in the top. Obviously, the dials are missing at the front there, the little winders, and then you get your radio station that way by paying some money for it.
Did it make the bed shake?
I don't know, Jason, if it did or not. Look, we'll move across this way. We've got all sorts over this side. HMV advertising, print at the back. A lovely copper samovar. That's quite a nice piece. Again, probably a late 19th, early 20th century piece. Quite a nice piece there. More clocks, so you'll never be late again. We'll skip this cabinet. We'll go over to the collectibles cabinet, Jason. Now, there's all sorts in here. We've got the, for the petrol heads out there, we've got the shell tins there. Some quite nice condition shell. There we go, the penetrine. We've got a Italia 1990 Ferrari. Who needs one of those? Geez, there we go. Nice model car, quite collectible these days. We have the Owl money box. He's quite cute. Little cast iron money box. Just a nice little collectible to have. Look, good range of everything in here this week. We have some fantastic old wood planes, including the compass plane. There we go, quite a nice compass plane. They don't pop up too often. There we go, that's a Stanley. That looks to be a number 7. We have the Liberty Bell planes. You can tell that by the bell on the casting at the front there. Quite a good selection there. This is in pristine condition. The Vulcan. That's fantastic. Does have the box. The box isn't in the best condition, but look at the machine. It's been well looked after. I doubt it's actually been played much at all. So that's quite a nice little piece. We'll skip to the next cabinet there, Jason. There's all sorts of fantastic bits and pieces in here. We have the press seals, the old tins, a surgery kit. Those of you who'd like to do your own surgery at home, there we go. So there's a surgery kit. We have these. These are always popular, little engineer's chests. Now these have got the little multi-drawers inside. Look at that, it's fantastic. And these are always fairly sought after. Again, those of you into vintage cycling. There we go, the Norex. Look at that, what a seat. Yeah, sure you wouldn't be sore after a couple of hours on that one. But that's in nice condition, be great on an old race bike. So again, all sorts in here. Again, we've got the binoculars, vintage music books, miniature diver's helmet. Really all sorts of everything this week. So what have we got over here, Jason? We might as well have a look over here as well. Vintage toys, more tins, Australian pottery, the Bradman albums, pictures, prints, deco mirrors, really all sorts of everything this week. So look, as I said, we're still unpacking boxes as we speak, and first thing tomorrow morning we'll be here nice and fresh and early, and still unpacking more boxes. So look, have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you hopefully on Monday, or feel free to use the Interbid system, interbid.com.au, or go to our website, scammelauctions.com.au, and feel free to leave some absentee bids, or you can bid live online as well. Thank you.